Hey there everybody, Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter from CARTERMATT.com.
This video is our reaction to Criminal Minds Season 15, Episode 8, entitled Family Tree. This is a little emotional because this is the last kind of traditional episode of Criminal Minds we have. There's only 2 episodes left.
Why you gotta say things like that?
I gotta set the mood here. It's tough, and the next 2 episodes, we'll have a preview up as well for the finale. We want to give it its proper due, but we're just gonna talk about Family Tree here because I think, at least for the final sort of traditional unsub episode, it really felt like a strong unsub episode.
Yeah,
like,
it did.
We had a good, creepy, sort of bad guy. They really sort of played around with perspective, I think, in some pretty fun ways.
Yeah.
You had a sense of urgency. You have a big, dramatic cliffhanger ending of sorts.
Yep, and we had some more movement on our team.
Yeah, so we're going to get into all of this. Before we do, though, if you like this video, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. Let's start, though, with the team, because we were sort of left off in this space entering this episode where Prentiss was trying to figure out what her future was going to be, and now all of a sudden she finds out that she might be considered for FBI director, which is a pretty substantial promotion.
Yeah, it is. It's the bar. So
Yeah.
if I can't see her saying no to it, I still feel like she'll be able to work something out with Mendoza and everything that's going to happen there. She did stay for the dinner. She did meet his daughter. They
Yeah.
got along really well. I think they're going to be able to continue to work on that. If I don't see him again, I feel pretty solid with that. It feels like the door's open, they're working on stuff, and I'm cool with that. But this is pretty great. I mean, Prentiss is such a good character, and she's been doing this a long time, and to have her considered for something like this, she's got to feel good about that her work has really paid off in a strong way.
CBS, I would like to pitch you on a show. Emily Prentiss, FBI director.
I would watch that
Yeah.
all day.
We should all watch that every day. It'd be so much fun. But no, yeah, I feel like she's got to strongly consider it, if not take it, if it's offered to her.
Yeah.
It is, I think, a perfect ending for that character so that we get to see everything she's gone through. She's obviously very, very good at all aspects of her job.
Yeah, and this episode really did start to kind of set the stage of where things are going to land for everybody. Because seeing her get promoted to something like this is just, it's such a great ending for her, because then she still gets to have her donuts and wine and Pilates with her boyfriend, and then she has the dream job. Like, you can't ask for anything more for her.
Yeah.
Then we had the conversation a little bit later about JJ.
Yep.
So JJ has also been offered a job, and she's put her hat in the ring for a job that's going to be in New Orleans, and she hasn't taken it yet, but Garcia has told everybody about it in hopes that she won't take it. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know if she would take it after the talk that she had with Prentiss.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible JJ could end up leading the BAU, and if JJ leads the BAU, you don't need no other job. You don't need to go. I understand that New Orleans has beignets, they got gumbo, they got jazz. There's benefits to being in New Orleans, but come on.
You can make gumbo at home.
Yeah, you can make gumbo. I know Cafe du Monde, they sell all that beignet mix. You can get some and order it in. But no, I think JJ, I think if she's offered this, I think she's going to take it.
Now, the interesting thing, though, is I've seen some people sort of talking about this a little bit here and there, about the idea that if it's not JJ, who else could be leading the pack? And I have seen a little bit of whispers about the idea that maybe it could be Reid.
I think I even said this in the last, because I think we talked about this a little bit last week. I mean, this may just be me. I just can't really see anybody other than JJ in the role. And I just feel like Reid, he's so good at what he does already. And he's also a professor, and he kind of has these things. I think Reid is perfect for what he's doing. And I can't imagine them giving it to Alves or Simmons, because they haven't.
A bit too new.
Yeah, it's just JJ, she's been there, and she was so young at the start of the series. And it's just this big sort of like lovely full circle moment for her.
Yeah, it gives a nice ending for her as well, to also have a promotion and move into something new in her career.
Yeah.
where we also have Spencer is moving into something new in his personal life. I think, personally, for Reid, I think he's probably happy where he is in his career. He enjoys his job.
Yeah.
He enjoys doing professor stuff, and now he's enjoying a new relationship.
Yeah, I feel like Reid would plan the party to congratulate JJ on the promotion. I think he would never be upset. I think he would be thrilled for her.
Yeah.
So I think that would be kind of that's the perfect way for me to sort of see it. And I don't know if Rossi wants to do this at this point in his career. I think Rossi's probably pretty happy doing exactly what he's doing, with one very key exception, and that Everett Lynch is still out there.
Yeah, and even with the case that we saw tonight, that Rossi is still reeling a little bit with everything that happened with Everett. And I was wondering, when all that stuff happened with Everett and he started to talk about how he was not as young as he was, and that Everett got one over on him, and Crystal was trying to say, listen, like, he's not as smart as you. Like, maybe he was able to get one over on you physically in this one instance, but you're still smarter than him, and you're still going to get him, and to kind of push him into that direction. But then we saw this episode where he was, again, running in the woods, chasing someone down, and you could see it on his face. He didn't even have to say anything. Yeah. And I was like, ooh, he's thinking back to this. Like, I feel it. And then they had later the scene with Matt. Yeah. I was like, okay, so that is what I read from him.
Yeah. Can we give Joe some credit here for that?
He was so good in this episode to be able to tell me that with just his face and no words and nothing else. Joe, aces. That was great.
And so he's so committed, even just like physically, to this role, and I'm so happy that we got to have this final season, because we get to have this little closure for all these characters, sort of building things up. And there's not that much to really focus on with the unsub case, even though I think it was really good. Ultimately, I think the coolest thing about it was mostly that they did this to us a few times, where you started to see something and then they faked you out. Yep. I feel like I fell for it every single time they did it.
Oh, yeah, they did. When Rossi got shot, I was like, what is happening here? So, yeah, I got faked out a lot too, and I fell for it. But that's all right. I think the most important thing that came out of this case is just that we needed to know kind of where Rossi's head is going into these final two episodes, and sort of what his future is looking like, because I could absolutely see that this is where we're kind of going with him, where he's just like, maybe I'm done.
Yeah,
and I'm going to go write books and lay on the beach and be with my wife, and that's it.
Yeah, and have a drink, but not a martini. He made it very clear that is not his drink.
No.
He can make all that carbonara that he loves to do so much. But Rossi, I love his journey in this episode. I was worried that he got shot too, but then I had thought he had like a bulletproof vest on or something, and that she was just saying what she needed to, and he was going to run in there. I was like, no, actually, it's another fake op.
I was actually wondering if he was going to get shot, and that was going to be the thing, that he was like, okay, I was already in the woods with Everett, and he kind of bested me physically. Now I'm in the woods with this, pseudo type unsub who's a nobody, and he also shot me, except he actually shot me and not killed him. And then that he'd just be like, you know what, and I'm out.
Yeah, but thankfully Rossi's okay, and we have our cliffhanger of Everett Lynch. He's with a woman. It seems like he's found some stability. But by the way, if someone ever says to you, I really like your facial structure, run. Don't walk, run.
Yeah, it was said so creepy that I get that she's in love or whatever is happening there. Yeah. But if somebody was just like, oh man, I really love your facial structure. Like, he could have said it in another way that would have conveyed to us that we know what he's talking about, but that she's not going to be like, are you all right? How many of those martinis have you had today?
Yeah, it's like saying, you know what? I'm really fond of your Adam's apple. There's just like certain things that people just don't say, and but it's perfectly creepy for this character. It's
absolutely
whoever Lynch is. I think they wanted to leave us on something to make it clear that Lynch is coming back.
Yep.
He's going to be a really big part of these two episodes coming up. I'm nervous. Very nervous. I'm worried they're going to kill somebody.
No, I don't think they're going to kill anybody.
I hope not.
I think everyone's going to get out of this okay.
Yeah.
It is our final 2 episodes.
Yeah.
They want to give us some sort of hope for them.
Yeah.
We've said this many times before. Yes, this show is about creepy killers that do weird stuff and hang ears out of a tree and stuff like that. But this show also is a bit of TV comfort food, and we do want to have the best for our team. We have got to get to know them a bit better in these past few seasons, especially this season with that Saturday episode.
Yeah.
I just can't see that they're gonna leave us with, and JJ's now leading the team, and Prentiss is off the FBI. And Luke is dead.
I will say this. There is one complaint I have with this season, and that is Luke and Tara, everyone else kind of got their own big storyline. I don't feel like we've really gotten a sense of anything with those two, other than just like a few moments here
Tara
or there.
especially.
Yeah.
Especially. We did get something a little bit with Luke, not personally, but him and Matt when they had that episode together. Tara has been left in the dust. We have had like nothing with her, and I gotta agree. That's kind of...
It's a bummer, but... Hopefully there'll be something in the final 2 episodes, and we will have a preview up for that very, very soon. We'll hope you check that out. And if you do like this video, give us a like, subscribe, leave your comments on this episode below. And if you want to support us more, check out that link in the description to the CARTERMATT store. And we'll see you here next time.